Hello friends, in the last lecture we have seen the electric field intensity due to point charge. Now in this session we are going to see electric field intensity due to line charge distribution. We'll start with that session. So before that we'll see what are the different charge configurations present. So the different charge configurations include line charge configuration, surface charge configuration and volume charge configuration. In the line charge configuration, so the line charge is given like this. So this is the line charge. So let this line charge is going to have the number of charges present. So it is called as line charge. So the length of this line charge is let L and the Q number of charges present in this line charge. And rho L is the line charge density. So the rho L for this line charge is given by total charge present in this line divided by total length of this line. Therefore rho L equal to Q upon capital L. So Q is the number of charge upon L means length of this line charge. Now consider the small part from this entire line. Let this is the small part from this entire line. So the length of this small part, it is considered now dl. So this dl line is going to have dq number of charges. Therefore dq will be rho l into dl. So if you want to consider the total charge q, so it will be integration of dq. So therefore we'll get q equal to line charge integration of rho l dl. So the unit for this line charge density rho l, it is coulomb per meter. Now we can observe here it is a line integration, means it is a single integration. Now we'll consider the next charge configuration, that is surface charge configuration. So you can see here the surface. So let this is the surface. In this surface q number of charges are present and let rho s is the surface charge density for this given surface charge. So rho s can be given as total number of charges divided by area of that surface. So it will be q upon a. Now you consider this small part of this charge, so the surface charge. So let this is the small surface, this is area ds, and this area ds is going to have dq number of charges there. So from this we can write dq equal to rho s into ds. Now likewise n number of small surfaces are there. So if I want to calculate total charge present, then it will be q equal to integration of dq. Therefore I can write q equal to surface integration rho s ds. Now the unit for this surface charge density, it is coulomb per meter square. Now this, as this is the surface charge integration, so it is a double integration. Now we'll consider the next charge configuration, that is volume charge configuration. So consider this is the volume which is going to have q number of charges inside this, and let rho v is the volume charge density. So this volume charge density is given by total charge divided by volume of this, total charge divided by volume of this given volume. So it will be q upon v. So from this entire volume you consider this smallest part of the volume. So let the dq number of charges are present in this small volume. and its volume is let dV. So rho v for this small volume will be what? dq upon small volume dV. So it will be, so if I write dq, then dq will be rho v into dV. And if I want to calculate the total number of charges, then it is volume integration rho v dV. Unit for this, it is coulomb per meter cube. Remember, for the line charge we are using single integration, surface charge it is double integration, and volume charge it is triple integration. So likewise different charge configurations are given. Now we'll consider the electric field intensity due to line charge. So consider this diagram. So let this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. We'll assume a straight line charge along the z-axis in the cylindrical form. Means we have kept the line charge along z-axis. Remember, line charge is kept along the z-axis. Now consider the point P on y-axis having coordinate 0, y, 0. So at this point we are going to calculate the electric field intensity due to this entire line charge. So this line charge is on z-axis, from it is going to remain from minus infinity to plus infinity, and we desire to calculate the electric field intensity at this point P. Now join this point P to the smallest element from that line charge. So let dq is the smallest element considered from that entire line charge. So the location of that dq is at 0, 0, z dash. So z dash is the any point from that z axis, and let rho l is the line charge density for this entire line. So the dq will be what? Rho l into dz dash. Now you join this smallest charge dq to this point P. Now the electric field intensity is going to have components. So one component is the horizontal component, that is ER component, and one component is the vertical component, that is EZ, that is Z component. So in this way we can extend the component of electric field intensity at point P, and if we extend this electric field intensity from point P onwards, so it will be dE. So due to point charge dq, there exists a electric field intensity. That electric field intensity is denoted by dE. So it is elemental electric field intensity. So it is given as, now electric field intensity due to point charge is having the formula Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square AR bar. So the E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square AR bar. So this is the electric field intensity due to point charge. Same we have used here. So instead of E we'll write dE. Instead of Q we'll write that point charge as dQ. Then 4 pi epsilon naught r square AR bar. Now we'll simplify this equation. So first we'll calculate the vector R, or the magnitude of that vector R. So it is equal to square root of y minus 0 square plus 0 minus z dash bracket square. So it will simplify as square root of y square plus z dash square, and the unit vector will be y ay bar minus z dash az bar upon square root of y square plus z dash square. Now put all these values in that equation. So dE equal to, now dQ will be what? Rho l dz dash. So rho l dz dash upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square, so it will be y square plus z dash square into unit vector ar, that is y ay bar minus z dash az dash upon square root of y square plus z dash square. So if we simplify this, we'll get dE as rho L dz dash upon 4 pi epsilon naught y square plus z dash square raised to 3 by 2 into y ay bar minus z dash az dash. But in our case, y ay bar, it is along the radius, because we considered already cylindrical system. Therefore, we can write y ay bar as r ar bar. We can observe this in this diagram. So this is the y ay bar, and along the same our radius is there, or radius of that cylinder is there. So I can write y ay bar as r ar bar. So we can rewrite that equation of elemental electric field intensity as d bar equal to rho L dz dash upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So instead of y, we'll write r here. So r square plus z dash square raised to 3 by 2 into r ar bar minus z dash az bar. Now this is the elemental electric field intensity. Now since E is present only in r direction, we can write only r component from this entire expression, because z component is going to cancel there. Therefore, we'll rewrite this equation. So d bar equal to rho L r dz dash upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square plus z dash square raised to 3 by 2 ar bar. Now this is the elemental electric field intensity. If we want to calculate entire field intensity, so it will be integration of dE bar. So total electric field intensity E, it is equal to integration of dE bar. So E will be integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, because it is along z axis. So dE bar, so from the previous equation we can write dE bar as rho L r dz dash upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square plus z dash square raised to 3 by 2 ar bar. Now this integration is not solvable, therefore we'll put z dash as r cot theta, which is going to yield, if you differentiate, then we'll get dz dash equal to minus r cosec raised to 2 theta d theta. So if we put z dash is equal to r cot theta, then my limits will be changed. So if z dash is equal to minus infinity, then theta is pi, and for z dash equal to plus infinity, then theta is equal to 0. Therefore, by changing the limits and by putting that substitution, we can write E equal to integration pi to 0 minus rho L r and dz dash, it is then dz dash is minus r cosec raised to 2 theta d theta divided by 4 pi epsilon naught in bracket r square plus, now z dash is r cot theta, therefore z dash square will be what, r square cot square theta raised to 3 by 2. In the next step we can simplify this as, so take the constant term outside of this integration, so minus rho L upon r square upon 4 pi epsilon naught integration pi to 0 cosec square theta d theta divided by r cube in bracket 1 plus cot square theta raised to 3 by 2. And if we simplify this entire integration, and if we cancel this r square upon r cube, then we'll get E as rho L upon 4 pi epsilon naught r integration pi to 0 sin theta d theta, and integration of sin theta is cos theta minus cos theta, and by putting the limits from pi to 0, we will get this integration answer as minus 2. So this minus sign and this minus sign will become plus, and 2 upon 4 it will become 1 by 2. Therefore the final answer is E equal to rho L upon 2 pi epsilon naught R AR bar. So this is the electric field intensity due to line charge distribution. So this electric field intensity due to line charge distribution, it says that this electric field intensity is the inversely proportional to the distance between line charge and point charge, where electric field intensity is to be calculated, and this small r is the perpendicular distance, and AR bar, it is the unit vector in the direction of perpendicular towards the desired point. So the situation is like this. This is the line charge. This is the point of interest. So if you join this, if you draw a projection or perpendicular from this point onto this line, this is our distance r, and the vector from this line charge to this point, it is unit vector AR. So this is the situation. So likewise we'll get that electric field intensity due to line charge distribution. Now we'll solve the problems based on this electric field intensity due to line charge distribution. So we'll consider the first problem as, so it is asked here, so one line charge is mentioned here. So that line charge is described as x equal to 2 meter, y equal to minus 4 meter. There is a uniform line charge distribution having line charge density rho L equal to 20 nanocoulomb per meter. It is asked to find the electric field intensity at point minus 2, minus 1 and 4. Now we'll try to plot this line charge and this given point of interest. So consider this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. So for the line charge, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 4 always. So that line charge is this. So for this line, x is going to remain 2 always and y is going to remain minus 4 always. Clear? So this is the line charge. Now our point of interest is minus 2, minus 1, 4. So this is the point. Now from this point, you draw a projection or you draw a perpendicular onto this line charge. So if you draw that, you are going to meet at this point. Now every point on this line is going to be having the coordinate as 2, minus 4, and z value is going to vary continuously. So the z value for this point, how to predict that point? So what is the z value given here? So the same z value will be here. So I can write this point, coordinate for this point as 2, minus 4, 4. So this is our line along which vector r and unit vector AR is going to remain. So we can write the equation, basic equation, that is electric field intensity due to line charge distribution. So it is E equal to rho L upon 2 pi epsilon naught R AR bar. So R will be what? Distance between these 2 points, and that distance is square root of 4 square plus 3 square, or you can simply write as that distance as square root of minus 2 bracket square plus minus 1 minus 4 bracket square. So if you simplify that, then you are going to get this as square root of 4 square plus 3 square. So that distance is 5. Now the unit vector along that line, it is minus 4 ax bar plus 3 ay bar upon 5. Now the electric field intensity due to line charge, it is rho L upon 2 pi epsilon naught R AR bar. So in this put the rho L value, given rho L value it is 20 nanocoulomb, therefore 20 into 10 raised to minus 9 upon 2 pi epsilon naught value is 10 raised to minus 9 upon 36 pi into r, that r value is 5. It is multiplied by AR bar. Now AR bar is minus 4AX bar plus 3AY bar upon 5. Now if you simplify this, you will get the final answer as minus 57.6 AX bar plus 43.2 AZ bar volt per meter or Newton per coulomb. So this is the electric field intensity due to line charge. Now consider the next problem. So in this, a uniform line charge rho L having rho L value as 25 nanocoulomb per meter, which lies on the line for which x is minus 3 and z is 4 always in the free space. It is asked to find electric field intensity in the Cartesian coordinate at the origin and at the point 2, 15 and 3. So the situation is this. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis and this is the z-axis. So given line charge, for the given line charge, x is always minus 3, z is always 4. Therefore this is the line having x minus 3 and z equal to 4 always. Now it is asked to find the electric field intensity at this origin. So this is the origin and that point is going to remain on this line charge. So if I draw the projection of this point onto this line charge, it is going to meet at minus 3 y 4. Now what is the value of y here? What is the value of y is given in the given point. The same y we are going to use here. So that is the exact point. So that point is now minus 3, 0, 4. Now find the distance between these 2 points and also find the vector from this point on the line charge to the origin. So that vector is now 3ax bar minus 4az bar and the unit vector is 3ax bar minus 4az bar upon 5. Now use the equation E equal to rho L upon 2 pi epsilon naught r AR bar. Put the distance r as 5 and unit vector as 3ax bar minus 4az bar upon 5. Put all these constant values. Simplify this. You will get the answer for electric field intensity as 54ax bar minus 72 az bar volt per meter. Now it is asked to find electric field intensity at this second point, that is 2, 15 and 3. So the electric field intensity at that point is, so consider this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the z-axis. Now our line charge is going to remain like this horizontal line. So for which z is always 4 and x is always minus 3, and our point of interest where we are going to calculate electric field intensity is point P1. So the coordinates are 2, 15 and 3. Now you can calculate the distance between these 2 points. You can also calculate the unit vector from this point to this point. So that vector is 5ax bar minus az bar and the unit vector is 5ax bar minus az bar upon root 26. Now the electric field intensity due to line charge, it is rho L upon 2 pi epsilon naught r AR bar. Now put all these constant values and put this vector r and unit vector AR1. So we are going to get this expression. Simplify this and the final answer is 86.55 AX bar minus 17.31 AZ bar volt per meter. So this is the electric field intensity due to point charge. So here we'll stop. In the next session we'll see electric field intensity due to surface charge distribution and problems based on that. So for time being we'll stop here. Thank you.